Hi everyone. Welcome to the channel and to this video about how to travel in Europe with little money. Europe is one of the most beautiful and diverse continents in the world, and I know that a lot of people want to visit, but they think that traveling there will be too expensive. But don't worry, I'm here to show you how you can travel through Europe without spending a lot of money. First of all, let's talk about transportation. To travel around Europe, you have two main options: trains or buses. Trains are usually faster and more comfortable, but also more expensive. Buses are usually slower, but they are cheaper. To see train or bus schedules, you can go to websites like sCathedral.com or flixbus.com and compare prices and times to find the best option for you. When it comes to buying tickets, it's always a good idea to book in advance to get the best deals. When it comes to accommodations, you have many options as well. The most expensive option is to book a hotel, but there are other cheaper options that you can consider, like hostels, Airbnb, or even camping. To find the best deals on hotels, you can use websites like booking.com or hostelworld.com. Hostels are a great option if you want to save money and meet other travelers. Airbnb is another option that can be more affordable than hotels, especially if you're traveling in a group. And if you're traveling during the summer, you can consider camping as a cheap and unique option. Now, let's talk about some beautiful and cheap places to visit on your European trip. If you're starting in London, you can take a train to Paris and visit the famous Eiffel Tower, Louvre Museum, and Notre Dame Cathedral. From Paris, you can take a bus or train to Amsterdam and see the beautiful canals, visit the Anne Frank House, and experience the city's vibrant nightlife. From Amsterdam, you can take a bus to Berlin, a city famous for its history, street art, and nightlife. In Berlin, you can visit the Berlin Wall, Checkpoint Charlie, and the Brandenburg Gate. Next, you can take a train to Prague, a city famous for its architecture, history, and culture. In Prague, you can visit the Charles Bridge, Prague Castle, and the Old Town Square. From Prague, you can take a train to Vienna, a city famous for its music, art, and coffee culture. In Vienna, you can visit the Vienna State Opera, the Schönbrunn Palace, and St. Stephen's Cathedral. Finally, you can take a train to Budapest, a city famous for its thermal baths, history, and culture. In Budapest, you can visit the Hungarian Parliament building, Fisherman's Bastion, and the Gellert Baths. These are just some of the many beautiful and cheap places that you can visit in Europe. When it comes to food, there are many options for eating cheaply in Europe. In Paris, you can try some street food, visit a local boulangerie for a baguette sandwich, or grab a quick bite at a street market. In Amsterdam, you can find a great variety of food at the Food Holland or try a traditional Dutch meal like stamppot. In Berlin, you can visit one of the many street food markets or try a traditional dish like currywurst. In Prague, You can try some traditional Czech food like goulash or knedlíky, or visit one of the many street food stalls. In Vienna, you can try some traditional Viennese coffee and pastries, and a few drinks at local bars and cafes. And when it comes to food, don't be afraid to try the street food and local cuisine. In many cities, you can find street vendors selling delicious food for a fraction of the cost of eating at a restaurant. And if you want to save even more money, you can buy groceries and prepare your own meals. Just be sure to try the local specialties at least once or twice during your trip. Another great way to save money is to plan your trip during the off-season. Europe is usually more crowded and expensive during the summer months, but you can save money by traveling during the spring or fall when there are fewer tourists and lower prices. Just be sure to check the weather in advance and pack accordingly. Finally, don't forget to do your research and plan ahead. There are many websites and travel forums where you can find tips and advice from other travelers. You can also save money by booking your transportation and accommodations in advance. And if you have any questions or need help, don't hesitate to ask the locals or other travelers. They will often be happy to help you and give you advice on how to save money and see the best sights. In conclusion, traveling in Europe with little money is possible. With a little planning and research, you can experience all the beauty and culture that this amazing continent has to offer. So, don't wait any longer. Book your trip today and start your European adventure. I hope this video was helpful and inspired you to plan your own European trip. If you have any other questions or tips, be sure to leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel videos.